Nagisa stands over his teacher with a knife in his hand. Around him, every student in Class 3E is holding one of Koro-sensei's tentacles down, pinning him to the ground so he cannot run. Nobody is smiling anymore. Nobody wants the reward. The laser above the earth is about to fire. If Nagisa doesn't kill him now, the government will. Koro-sensei looks at the boy who spent the entire year trying to assassinate him and gently tells him to smile, because this is what he trained them for. Graduation is 6 months away. Class 3E still hasn't killed their teacher. Every student has a plan for after. Politics, diplomacy. Karma wants to be a civil servant. One by one, Koro-sensei goes around the room asking about their futures. Nagisa has nothing. He's the best assassin in the class. Koro-sensei has told him this directly. But a talent for killing doesn't point anywhere obvious when you're 17 and the world expects you to pick a career path. Koro-sensei doesn't push. He just says, find something you can use it for. The school festival is coming up. Karasuma briefs the class. Open space, scattered crowds, Koro-sensei's attention divided. Best window they've had in months. The ministry is sending a professional sniper, codename Red Eye, as backup. The warning is implicit. If the students don't finish it first, someone else will. Koro-sensei arrives mid-briefing, already excited. He announces he'll be sharing his greatest weakness before the festival. If the students can grab his tentacles simultaneously, he can't move. The class immediately tries it. He dodges every single one of them without breaking a sweat. The whole thing was a motivational tactic. He wanted them fired up for the festival. It worked. On the day, Koro-sensei shows up in a clown costume. Only world leaders know he exists. He can't exactly walk around as a yellow tentacle monster. He hands out flyers at the entrance, grins at strangers, and nearly blows his cover twice before Nagisa pulls him aside. Red Eye takes his shot during the distraction. Koro-sensei is already gone. The class executes their plan during the school play, use the audience as a cage, force him to hold his form or expose himself publicly. For a few minutes it almost works. Then the audience starts applauding, and Koro-sensei is already on stage, in costume, playing one of the main roles. He thanks Red Eye afterward for keeping his students motivated. The festival ends, the mission fails. Again, then Kayano attacks him. It happens without warning at the end of the day while they're packing up equipment. Tentacles burst from around her neck, hidden there for months. She drenches him in water first to slow him down, then drives the attack with a force that staggers him. But she's screaming while she does it. Her name isn't really Kayano. She's Akari Yukimura, younger sister of Aguri Yukimura, their previous teacher, the one who died, and she believes Koro-sensei killed her. She collapses from the pain. The tentacles are destroying her from the inside. She never received the maintenance they require. Koro-sensei catches her before she hits the ground. Kayano's memory fills in what the class never knew. She went to her sister's lab the day of the explosion. Found the wreckage. Found Aguri's body being held by a tentacled creature. She didn't see the face clearly. She saw enough. Inside the lab, she found a briefcase, a syringe, files explaining that the liquid could transplant tentacles into a human host. She injected herself that night, enrolled at Kunugigaoka weeks later, and spent an entire school year sitting 3 rows from the monster she believed had murdered her sister. She waited. She watched. She smiled. The next morning, Koro-sensei finds her in the city and brings her back. She attacks again immediately, tentacles burning, and this time she's aiming for his heart. He lets her get close. Close enough that one student can intervene. Nagisa steps in front of her and kisses her. It breaks the bloodlust. Her tentacles go still. Koro-sensei pulls free. Then he looks across the schoolyard and recognizes the man in beekeeper overalls watching from the tree line. Yanagisawa Kotaro, the man who built him. The classroom goes quiet as Koro-sensei tells them who he used to be. His name was Shinigami. Professional assassin. The best alive by most accounts. He used warmth as a weapon. An easy smile, a kind word, and people trusted him right up until they didn't need to anymore. He was caught eventually, handed over to an illegal research organization, and turned into a test subject for antimatter experiments. That's where he met Aguri Yukimura. She was assigned to monitor him. Yanagisawa was her fiancé, chosen by her parents, not by her. She worked days in the lab and evenings as a teacher, trying to give Class 3E something no one else at the school would, the belief that they were worth something. Over months, they talked. She brought him a tie for their one-year anniversary in the lab, against the rules, so she never gave it to him directly. She told him it was her last year teaching. Yanagisawa was forcing her to choose the lab full-time. Then the news came. A test mouse implanted with Shinigami's cells had destroyed 70% of the moon. The scientists ran the projections. By March of the following year, the same process would happen inside him. The Earth would be destroyed. Yanagisawa ordered him terminated immediately. Aguri heard everything. She ran to warn him, told him she'd find a way to save him. He told her he deserved to die, that a man who'd spent his life killing people had no right to ask for more time. But he couldn't die without knowing what the power felt like. He broke out of the cell. Aguri tried to stop him, failed, then ran to Yanagisawa for help. The man responded by kicking her. Shinigami came back. He took the blow meant for her. She stepped in front of him and took the one meant for him. It was fatal. Her last request, go to Kunugigaoka, teach Class 3E, help them find what she couldn't give them in time. He took the tie she never got to hand him, and he became Koro-sensei. If you believe even a monster can change, subscribe. Winter break arrives and no one trains. They can't, not after that. When school resumes, Nagisa calls the class together. The question on the table, do they kill him or try to save him? The class splits down the middle. Karma stands on the side that says kill. They've been trained for one purpose. The planet is still at risk, and sentimentality is not a plan. He challenges Nagisa to a duel to settle it. Anti-teacher knives, first to land a hit on a vital point wins. Karma is faster, stronger, more experienced in actual combat. He has Nagisa beaten within 2 minutes. He lets him win anyway, because he looked at Nagisa's face and understood that this wasn't stubbornness. It was something that mattered more than the argument. The class votes unanimously. Pursue both options simultaneously. Find a cure. Keep training to kill him, whichever comes first. Ritsu pulls classified data from a foreign government server. The probability of Koro-sensei exploding in March, 1%, not certain. And there's a theoretical path to a medicine that could bring it to 0. But it requires the original research data from the experiments. Data only Yanagisawa has. Itona knows where he's been hiding. Nagisa, Karma, and Itona go to the lab. Ritsu handles the systems remotely. They get the tape. Okuda spends days synthesizing. Failures stack up. Then finally, it works. The medicine is ready. At the same moment, the Ministry of Defense announces that a particle accelerator launched into orbit will be ready to fire in 170 hours. No student involvement, no exceptions. The decision has been made at the highest levels. Karasuma visits Koro-sensei alone that morning, says his goodbyes like a professional, walks out, makes one call. A barrier locks down the school. The students are intercepted and taken to an underground facility. They're told to wait. They're told the decision is final. They're told there's nothing left to do. Karasuma appears in the doorway. I was hoping it would take you less time, he says. That's all. They break out in 8 minutes. Irina is waiting outside. She destroys a military satellite as a distraction and tells them to run. They scatter through the chaos, regroup at the mountain, and climb. Koro-sensei is alone in the dark classroom when they arrive. Okuda hands him the medicine. He thanks them, genuinely, then tells them it doesn't matter. The barrier covers the entire school, underground included. He's already tried everything. There's no way out. He pulls out a stack of papers. Graduation certificates, one for each of them, handwritten. Yanagisawa steps out of the shadows and shreds everyone. He's been waiting, and he's not human anymore. He's been injecting himself with the same antimatter compound for months. When he transforms, he's something between a man and a collapsing star, dark tentacles like tree roots, unstable and obliterating. He tears Koro-sensei apart in seconds. Kayano throws herself in front of the next strike. Yanagisawa drives a tentacle through her stomach without hesitating. She loses consciousness in Koro-sensei's arms. Something shifts in him. He releases everything. The energy that comes out of Koro-sensei doesn't look like an attack. It looks like grief finally exploding. Yanagisawa is gone before anyone fully understands what happened. Then Koro-sensei carries Kayano inside and operates on her for 2 hours. He'd spent the entire year developing the ability to heal, quietly, in parallel with everything else, because he never wanted to watch someone die in his arms again. She survives. The class gathers. The laser fires in minutes. Koro-sensei asks them to finish it. No one moves. Then, one by one, they take their positions. Each student grabs a tentacle. He can't escape, but they're not trying to trap him. They're holding on. Nagisa picks up the knife. Koro-sensei tells him he's proud, that the year meant everything, that he's glad, genuinely glad, that it's their hands and not someone else's. Nagisa is shaking. Smile, Koro-sensei says. The knife goes in. The yellow light expands slowly without violence and dissolves into the air above the mountain. His core drifts upward. On the way out, he stops by Arena, then Karasuma. Then he's gone. And for the first time all year, Class 3E has nothing left to kill. Years later, Nagisa walks into a destroyed classroom in the mountains. 2 kids are fighting in the hallway. A class full of delinquents stares at him like he's already failed. One of them says he'll kill him. Nagisa looks up, not at anything visible, just up. Then he smiles. Good, he says. You've got until graduation.